We said we're going to one-shot this, so let's go ahead and one-shot this.
Oh, that was funny. Everybody looked over there.
My name is Jon Cornish, and I graduated in 2002. When I arrived at STMC, I didn't know anybody. I had, I think, 2 friends. And then sort of grade 9 came, and I made more friends. And then by grade 10, I knew everybody's name in the whole school. And that's the coolest part about STM. You know, the tight-knit community that I was part of is something that I still make reference to today after 20 years of life and having experiences all across of North America. My time that I spent in high school is some of my most memorable. I'm always reminded because some of my friends from St. Thomas More are now up in Calgary and we hang out. But anytime I come back here, I'm seeing one friend or another. I don't think people that go to this school ever stop being Knights, and I think that's the coolest part of it. The part of you that is here always stays here, and you're always part of the community. You know, one thing about STMC is that there's so many student groups, and 2 things that stand out to me for every year: pep rallies and dances. I know I had some of my, coolest nights, my first nights out. You know, there's chaperone parents there, of course, teachers. But, you know, some of the first nights I had to, like, hang out and party with my friends were in the gym here. Pep rallies, the amount of emotion and fun that we had at those, as well as, like, the different groups that you could join. All the sport teams I really enjoyed as well. And it really just comes back to the idea of a lot of kids stuck around after school. We had things to do here that were very important to us, and we all like to do them. And my favorite part is because of that. I call it the after-school club. Various students that would end up here until sometimes 6 p.m. at night. We would all just have the opportunity to hang out. It was incredible, and I'm still friends with some of that after-school club members. When it comes down to who made an impact on me, the answer is simple. Every single teacher, every single staff member, every single part of this community has an effect on the students that come here. I know, starting at the top down, Mr. Hall, he got me to play football. He convinced my mom for me to play football, and look where that led to. Coach Steele, Coach Delorier helped me hone my talents. But then off the football field, right? Mr. Toth in the classroom, and Mr. Thierman, Mr. Olson, Mr. Bowman. Like, I cannot list every teacher. It is incredible the time and the effort, and a lot of them are still here. I just walked down the hall and interacted with a bunch of them. They still remembered me, and of course I remembered them. There's a list of people that I could name off for this answer that's probably 50 people, 60 people long. And it's because this is such a great institution that they're still here today. So one piece of advice for any STM football player and any STM athlete: never ever stop believing in yourself. When I came to this place, I didn't know if I was good at sports, right? But I had the opportunity to show what I could do on the basketball court, the football field, track and field. I ended up grade 8 coming home with trophies in all 3 categories. It was incredible for me, but it also made me part of something. And on these teams, I was able to start imagining what I could do if I went to the next level. These teams give you a base. The coaches are there to help support your skill set. So set your dreams high. Believe in yourself. And who knows, maybe 20 years down the line, you'll be seated in this chair. I created the Calgary Black Chambers for one simple reason. My wife got tired of volunteering everywhere. So she's like, John, just do one thing. Pick one thing. So we looked at the data. Where are the problems? And it seemed like Calgary had some issues of racial injustice. When we were in Calgary, we identified 3 key issues. 100% of black kids thought they could graduate from university. Only 50% had the financial means to do so. When we talk about black poverty, 3 times the rate for childhood poverty in Calgary. And then maybe the worst one, 2 people work in the same job. One's black, one's not. Makes $20,000 less, the black one. So we could do something about this. I believe we could. I ran up to people on the street, well-dressed black individuals, and I was like, yo, come join me in this meeting. We had 55 people together in our first meeting. And that's how the Calgary Black Chambers was born. Number one thing, for any alumnus, any current student of St. Thomas More, realize you're all knights. We're in this together. We have this community, utilize it. There's so many people that have built great businesses, traveled the world, learned from different places. Utilize them. Seek mentorship. Seek people that have been there and done it before so you can learn from their mistakes and learn from their triumphs. We have such successful people that graduate from this great institution here at STM. Put them to use. Reach out and find out what you don't know. I think coming to STM was maybe one of the greatest decisions that was ever made for me. I mean, I didn't really decide where I was going to go to high school, but when I arrived here and I was knighted, when I joined this community, I couldn't have imagined how the next 5 years of my life would go. I couldn't have imagined how the next 20 years of my life would go. But I knew I was part of something from day one. All the support of the brothers, the teachers, the staff, faculty. This is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. And I'm so happy to be part of the STM family.